Many people believe that synchronicities are always indicators of luck, protection, or divine guidance. But what if I told you that not every sign from the universe is positive, and not every sign comes from the universe itself, but from good or bad spiritual influences around us? And if this is true, how can we distinguish between a true sign and a spiritual interference? How can we know if the synchronicity you perceive comes from a spiritual guide or from a deceiving entity? And how do we differentiate a genuine spiritual warning from a mere coincidence? If we ignore it, are we taking risks? And if we take it too seriously, do we become paranoid? Furthermore, our minds tend to seek patterns where there are none. So how can we know when the universe is truly speaking to us or not? How do we distinguish a spiritual warning from an illusion created by our own mind? We will answer all of these questions by the end of this video so that you can definitively tell the difference between what is a synchronicity and what isn't. Additionally, we will talk about the law of attraction and the law of karma, and how they also play a part in the manifestation of synchronicities in our lives. So, stay tuned until the end, because after this content, you won't need to watch any more videos on this topic. But before we answer these questions, do you even know what synchronicities really are? Carl Jung called it synchronicity, events connected by meaning rather than cause and effect. For Jung, these mysterious occurrences reveal the action of the collective unconscious, a field of shared information among all of humanity. But does that explain everything? And what if it is cause and effect, even if that cause is hidden? In Taoism, this synchronicity can be seen as an alignment with the flow of the Tao, the universal force or flow that governs existence. When we are in harmony with this flow, the right answers seem to come naturally, effortlessly. The universe doesn't speak, but echoes what is already within us. This perspective suggests that synchronicities are not just random events, but reflections of our own inner state. On the other hand, for other spiritual traditions, including the one we follow on our channel, synchronicities can also be messages from higher planes. Benevolent spirits may use symbolic events to guide us, while our own psyche may manifest signs based on beliefs and emotions. However, if benevolent spirits can influence our path, so can lower spirits, and this is where we must be cautious, because what we might consider synchronicities could, in fact, be negative spiritual influences. This happens because we are governed by the law of attraction. You attract what you vibrate, so these spiritual influences are either benevolent or negative, depending on your emotional, mental, and spiritual state at the time. This occurs because your vibration attracts benevolent spirits who can inspire ideas, facilitate encounters, and even protect you from dangers. But the opposite is also true. When we cultivate fear, anger, or pessimism, we attract disturbing presences which take advantage of these emotions to manipulate perceptions and even create deceptive synchronicities. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs act like a magnet, shaping your reality in imperceptible ways, until synchronicities start to appear. Similar relationships, opportunities that arise or never show up, situations that seem to follow an invisible script. This doesn't happen by chance. Imagine someone who lives in fear of failure. This person unconsciously attracts experiences that confirm this belief. Doors closing at the last moment, broken promises, opportunities evaporating without explanation. The universe responds to their internal vibration, creating coincidences that reinforce what they already believed. But the opposite is also true. When you change your energy, your reality changes with you. New people appear, unexpected paths open, and everything seems to fall into place magically. Synchronicity is nothing more than a reflection of your alignment with the universe. If you are aligned with what you desire, the signs start to appear. Unexpected encounters, phrases that answer exactly what you needed to hear, opportunities arising at the perfect time. But here's the most important detail. You don't attract what you want. you attract what you truly believe and feel. If deep down you carry doubt, fear, or guilt, your vibration may be sabotaging your own destiny. Furthermore, there's another factor that few people consider when talking about synchronicities: the law of karma. And if you're enjoying this video so far, please like, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications, because this is a way for you to align with positive synchronicities and beneficial forces in your life. Now that you've liked and subscribed, let's continue with our topic, because there's much more interesting content ahead. Have you ever wondered why some challenges arise so inevitably, as if you have no choice but to face them? These events, often painful or uncomfortable, may be more than mere coincidences or bad luck. They could be karmic expiations from past lives, and synchronicity is here to remind us of that. Karma isn't just about good or bad actions, but about the lessons we need to learn. When we don't resolve something in one incarnation, it reflects in the next, often through events that seem casual, but are actually deeply karmic. When these situations present themselves in your life, they're not just a coincidence. They are messages from the universe, perfectly aligned with the law of cause and effect. Synchronicity, then, isn't just a series of divine signs, but also the movement of invisible forces working to bring unresolved issues from the past to light. These events, no matter how challenging they may be, are not meant to punish us, but to teach us and help us evolve. Synchronicity connects us with karma, bringing to the surface the lessons we need to learn, no matter how difficult they may be. As the ancient wisdom says, "What you sow, you shall reap." But true wisdom lies in how you react to these situations, understanding that you can't run from them, but can use them as a springboard for growth, is the key to freeing yourself from the karmic cycle. When you start seeing these events as opportunities for learning, the energy behind them transforms, and you begin to break free from the chains of the past. In addition to karma, there are also our own spiritual trials. These serve as spiritual tests to see if we've acquired spiritual values or not. These trials may or may not happen, depending on how your evolution is unfolding. If you are genuinely seeking spiritual growth, many trials may be removed from your path, and your journey here on Earth will be softer. On the other hand, if you are not learning the lessons life is trying to teach you, they will continue to repeat themselves, and the trials that could have been removed from your path will indeed happen in your life. These trials are subjective, but they are also planned before your incarnation, and this is why they are connected to synchronicities as well. And if you felt that this video brought something new to your journey, share it with friends and in spiritual groups you're a part of, okay? Accidents avoided at the last second, eerie premonitory dreams, or even that suffocating feeling of déjà vu that warns something is wrong, happens because an event that's coming is not related to karma from past lives and is not meant to happen as a trial for you. That's why you receive multiple signs. Signs can come in many forms: a broken object with no explanation, an animal acting strangely, numbers repeating in moments of distress, or the urge to leave a place, etc. In spirituality, these events can be warnings, indicating that we need to change our path or pay attention to something hidden. However, it is essential to understand that it is entirely possible to ignore all spiritual signs, because you have free will, and that's why sometimes you might go through things that you wouldn't need to, due to your own choices. This is why it's crucial to maintain balance between intuition, reason, and faith. Don't accept any coincidence as an absolute truth, or any event as something you had to go through. To do this, you need to evaluate your own choices to see if they caused an occurrence in your life. Only then will you know whether something was inevitable or not. That is, if it's karmic or just a trial. It's also essential to understand that sometimes we make wrong choices due to our imperfection as human beings, and at that moment in our lives, Under those circumstances and the context of an event that happened in our lives, you made a choice that was practically inevitable due to your imperfect condition at that moment. In such cases, the trial is most likely to have occurred. It was inevitable because of how you were at that moment, even though you had a choice. Additionally, all signs can be interpreted in different ways, and the first impression is not always the correct one. The interpretations of signs also vary from culture to culture. That is, the same spiritual warning for you might be interpreted by you in one way, while for someone else on the other side of the world, it might be interpreted differently. The spirituality from the other side knows this and will send you signs that you most believe and trust. Discernment and wisdom help us make better choices when it comes to interpreting synchronicities and messages. Are you vibrating at the level you want to attract? What did you think of this content? Comment below. Your feedback is very important to us. You are the creator of your own experience. By aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions, you can tune in to the synchronicity you desire and open doors to a more authentic, fulfilling, and connected life. Don't forget to subscribe, because there's much more deep content coming your way to help you grow spiritually and live your best version. See you in the next video, and may synchronicity always guide you. Peace profound.